I'm Jared Deanda, and this is Snap-on Tool Tips. I'm here with Scott. We're talking about organization, specifically foam. Let's open these drawers and show them how awesome this looks, because organization's key. If you're fiddling around or whatever, we also have those friends that happen to steal your tool, and you're gonna know if it's missing. This looks awesome.
So this is what we kind of call the ultimate socket drawer so far. So we're continuing to expand the line. Every tool tip season, we do something on foam. You guys saw last season, asked for even more, so we're gonna show you a couple new things we had came out since that episode. But this again is all about tool control, keeping organized. One of our trainers says, I'm so OCD, it has to be CDO. So I love that line because I'm the same way. I like my tools, I like them in the right spot, and I like to know if they're missing. So this is really what it's all about.
And it looks good. I moved this ratchet right here, and you can see black next to the red. You can see it is absent, right?
Yep.
And also, when you remove that, boom.
Yep, so as we talked about last year, that's called push to lift. Allows you to really just quickly and easily pop that out, because again, like we said, this is CNC machine foam, so it's very tight, it's very precise, and everything fits in there, and so it's not sliding around, banging, clanking, all that kind of stuff.
Protect your investment.
Protect your investment, right. So when we CNC it like that, we put a little pocket down there so you can push it, pops right up.
And you can see inscribed here, like you say, CNC'd, you can see metric or standard, depending on what you got, and it's easily just organizable, right? So you could slide that over, maybe slide over your sockets, you could put them in different sizes, arrangements.
Yep.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, your tool collection obviously grows every time you probably step on a Snap-on truck, right? So you need this to be modular, you need to be able to grow with it. And so, yes, we offer larger sets where we've got, shallow, deep, and metric, but we also have some smaller stuff where you've got maybe just ratchets or just extensions. So as your tool collection grows, whether it's in foam or out of foam, it still gives you the flexibility to move around. Because I think a lot of people get maybe a little nervous about the fact that if I buy this, I'm stuck with this. No, it's modular. You can move, you can adjust.
Yeah, and there's even bins like this that you can just organize, little either fasteners or something like that.
Yeah, you never know what you need. So when we're trying to fill out a drawer, it is nice to have some spots for some extras. Like we give you this one little tray here, so maybe you've got some weird wrench that you keep and you don't really have a spot for it. Well, now you can put it in there, it won't clang around, you know exactly where it is. Same thing with this wrench. You've got a spot here. One actually new feature that kind of came out of a lot of the feedback we heard from technicians was this master wrench set. So that literally gives you every wrench set that we make, all organized in foam. Originally this was in 4 pieces. We decided to do it in just 2. So if you want just the whole kit, you can have it all in foam.
And again, just every single wrench here, just marked. You can see it on the foam. You know what's missing. And again, just when you got a small little wrench like that, boop, pop it right up.
Easy to pop right out. You know exactly where it goes. When you're done with it, you know if it's missing, all that kind of stuff. So let's get to the new stuff, all right? So we'll go down 2 more drawers. So a little bit of everything here. So, pliers are always sort of that weird thing. How do you organize them? We talked about last year, there's some plastic organizers, but we now offer an opportunity in foam with some of our bread and butter plier sets. So you've got pliers and cutters here, you've got some plier sets here. So a little bit of everything. It's modular. So whether you buy just one individual set or you buy the whole thing, you can do that. We've got some hammers in here. What's cool about the hammer piece is there's some slots on the side that kind of give you an opportunity to put in punches, chisels, whatever you might use to organize your tool collection. And then over on the far side by you, we've got some pry bars in there, which is really cool. That's a nice, easy way to organize them. I know like when you open and close the drawer, it's a round handle, so it's gonna be sliding around a little bit. Nice to kind of get it in foam and keep it all in one spot. And then, bits are always a tricky thing because, how do you keep it all organized? This is kind of a nice little set that organizes all your bits, ratcheting, screwdriver, picks and owls. Got a nice little set here. So again, as we hear more feedback from technicians, we're trying to continue to evolve the line. And, again, as a reminder, this is closed cell foam, and that means it's very easy to clean, right? So you can put it in parts washers and all that kind of stuff, because obviously you're working with grease and grime, you got to make sure your tools stay clean and your foam stays just as clean.
We always say the right tool for the right job, but in this instance, it's the right tool storage for the right tool.